What's good, people? Making the Mag, the business of urban music and culture. I'm Frank 5D, writer and photographer, all that fly shit people adore. Continuing our interview series right now, and we're here with a dope, extremely dope artist, Drew Free. What up, Drew?
Hey, what's up, world? How y'all doing, man?
Just relaxing. Tell the people who you are and a little bit about what you do.
Hey, man, my name is Drew Free. I'm from Chester, PA. I'm a songwriter, song recorder, videographer, photographer. Just got a couple hats.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thanks for stopping in and talking to us. We Of course, making the mag is all about indie artists and people, coming up, getting their stripes in the game. So, how's it been going for you? How'd you learn about making the mag?
Honestly, bro, I think I happened to be on Instagram one day, probably about it's probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. And I had already been to South by Southwest before. I
To the
had
Media Matter soundstage?
Nah, it wasn't through them. I
Okay.
prior to 2017, I didn't know what South by Southwest was,
Hmm.
and I just so happened to I was recording with this artist out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Her name is Crystal Baby. An engineer that I was recording with, he linked us, and she came in the studio one night when we were supposed to meet up, and they walked in. Her and her manager walked in as I was already recording something. And it was funny because I seen them like out the corner of my eye as they walked in, but I was in the middle of recording.
Hmm.
And as soon as the engineer stopped pressing, like soon as I got done and the engineer had stopped, her manager came from the background. He like, bro, I need you to go to South by Southwest with us 2 weeks.
Dope.
So I ended up going down there. It was a dope experience, real dope experience. We had like 5 performances down there. Um, and then when I came back, it was like I don't you know how on Instagram the algorithm works. It's like as soon as you start talking about stuff or interested in things, stuff
They
from the
listen.
same stuff start to pop up. And I came across it was a Making It mag. I don't know if it was a promo they was doing or like one of them sponsored videos. I'm not sure, but it popped up and they was talking about opportunities that they had for next year's South by Southwest. And they was they had a couple different slots. So that's what initially intrigued me about them. So then when I tapped in and seen what they really was, I said, yeah, I gotta see what's up with them because I was in the process of still trying to figure out how to manage the other side of the business.
Hmm.
Because the music part, that's the easy part.
Well, that's what's up. Yeah, that the presence is heavy at South by every year. For making the mag, and we do the Media Matter soundstage, and it's always a beautiful look. I mean, that's dope. You planning on getting out there next year?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I wanted to be there this year too. So, but next year, I'm in a little bit better spot now. So definitely looking a little more promising than it did this year.
Bless up, bless up. So,
Mhm.
describe your style and where it comes from.
Yeah, I'm from the Philadelphia area. I grew up heavily, not just hip hop, just music. Period. Heavy R&B, but then the hip hop. My hip hop background kind of begins with Biggie, honestly.
Hmm.
Um, my uncles, just being around my uncles, Biggie was a heavy influence on them. So my early hip hop background, like I said, comes from Biggie and then Jay. Um, and then as I started to get older and come into music and listening for my own, I started to take to the likes of the Cassidys, the Jada Kiss, Wayne. These are all artists who I feel like kind of molded my style.
Hmm.
Um, and
That's a
then
list
like
of top tier MCs right there.
And then on the like I said, being from the Philly area, we got to really watch like that battle culture and that real just right raw from the street style come up, with the Meeks and the Reeds.
Absolutely.
So I kind of have that background in me as well. Um, I'm like I said, being from Chester, we 15 minutes away, so um, we got a lot of similar things, that way, in ways.
But that's dope. I mean, when people listen to your music, they can easily hear that fire that comes from a lot of Philly MCs. MCs in Chester the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we are. We 15 minutes away, bro. So we are similar, but
Yeah,
and we were speaking before. We're different though, and we like to make that distinction clear. You know
absolutely,
what I mean? But
absolutely.
as far as when it comes to that rugged style of an authentic, just raw style of hip hop and rap, we definitely they kind of go hand in hand with each other.
Word up, word up. So like, where does the disconnect come through? Y'all different. Explain that a little bit.
Well, the disconnect honestly comes from the same disconnect we get from our people globally. Honestly, it's just
Mm,
the fact that, like I said, they so close, but we're so different. I mean,
yeah.
it's just a totally different city. Like globally, from a global standpoint, someone looking in will put us all in one bubble, and I think that's kind of where, like, just I can only speak from us from Chester. When we go out and we step out into these different states and these different places, we want to put our city on the map. I mean, we know
Mm-hmm.
Philly is huge, Philly is big. It's just I'm not sure if you're familiar with if you watch NBA or basketball too much. But there's a basketball player from my city. His name's Rondé Hollins Jefferson. He played for the Raptors and the Nets for a couple years. Now he's overseas.
Mm-hmm.
But he had an interview one day. He was actually in Philly, and they the interviewer was like, being from the Philly area, and he corrected her. He said, "I'm from Chester, not the area."
Get it right. Get it right.
You know what I mean? So it's just a sense of pride thing trying to put our city on the map. So we want to kind of separate ourselves. There's really no disconnect outside of that, honestly.
Word up. So it's not like it ain't like up north, like Buffalo and New York City be throwing shots at each other.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
like a
definitely like that.
total. It's like that.
It's like that.
No
It's like
shit.
that. I mean, but it's like I said, it's not like they gonna come down here or it's gonna be like a real beef type of thing. It's just
Right.
shooting the shit back and forth, with each other. Our city better than y'all's. They gonna say we small, we copying after them, but really they copy a lot of things that we do and take a lot of our slang and stuff.
That's right. Camaraderie. You gotta give them the business a few times here and there.
And I want to set the record straight. This is another thing just to put my city on the map, man. We have the whole world saying facts.
Facts. That's
Facts.
facts.
That's facts.
Facts
Now,
plus tax.
we could I could just give you a little bit of brief history on it. Now, prior to, I can't really put a real year on it, but I'm gonna say around like '08, '09, you didn't really hear facts in the world like that. People
Facts.
saying facts.
Mhm.
Um, Now, I'm sure you know who Jalil Beats is.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So Jalil's
Hmm.
from my city. Jalil's from Chester,
Right.
and he kind of got, well, he was already signed prior, but he kind of got his come up when he connected with Meek. And Meek has a song. I think the song dropped in probably 2011, maybe a little bit, somewhere in between 2011 and 2012, 2013, where he said it first. Well, I ain't gonna say he said it first, but he was the first industry person to say it. He said facts. I got that from a I got that from Jalil, the same place that I get my tracks. He do this
Okay.
for he do this for the city. He put Chester on the map. Or he said, I do this for my city. He put Chester on the map.
Right.
You know what I
There
mean?
you
So
go. Drew
and
Free
then
setting the record straight, y'all.
and then
Facts
Fab
started right in Chester.
Fab got it from Meek. New York
Okay.
started saying it, and then it went global.
Man, New York bites everything, yo. I'm joking. They also
ain't got no
create a whole
I
lot
ain't
of
got no
too.
beef with New York, man. I love
Uh,
NY.
absolutely. So you a photographer too?
Yeah, for sure.
What's that like? What are the similarities? Or do you find anything that like is like similar between hip hop rapping and photography?
Um, Honestly, I haven't been doing the photography and videography that long. I picked up
Okay.
the camera about a year and a half ago.
Dope.
And I originally only really picked it up so I could shoot my videos.
Right.
Um, then I was quickly realized that, like Drake said, man, I can't live and hold the camera. So I'm like, I tape
Yeah.
it. But then so my little brother is a quarterback at Lincoln University. But when I picked up the camera, he was in his junior year of high school,
Okay.
and
So what, you start shooting him,
I
shooting
just
his
start
games and
shooting him,
stuff?
shooting his games, just trying to get get a feel for the camera, and he does videography and photography as well. So I was getting a little bit of game from him because he had already had a professional camera and been working with it. So I just kind of
Shout
work
out to
hand
the
in
little
hand.
bro.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out to
Keep it
little
in the
bro.
fam,
Yeah.
keep it in the fam, most definitely. Well, that's tight, man. I hope that gets as fruitful for you as it can.
Hmm.
I think it's a lot of similarities between hip hop and photography. Basically, just because you have a vision and you see it and you use the tools that you have at your disposal to actually to bring it to life. To
Hmm.
whether to bring it to someone's ears or to bring it to someone's eyes, and it really takes a vision. I hope that's coming out correctly, but
No, no,
yeah, I like the
I get what
creativity of it.
I get where you made that connection for sure. For sure.
Word up. Well, what's the best thing about being a rapper?
The best thing about being a rapper, bro, is expression. I had somebody, because I be working. I've been working 6, 7 days a week. But I had somebody ask me just like a week ago. Guy I work with. Like I said, I've been rapping since 2011. Um, and so people from my city kind of know me now for rapping.
Hmm.
So I had somebody that was in the warehouse that I work in. He seen me. He been seeing me for a little minute. He just happened to ask me like, "Bro, you still be rapping?" And I told him, I said, "Bro, I'm never gonna stop rapping. The day I stop rapping will be the day I die. Regardless of if we ever push it and ever make it like big, in the industry or make some
Hmm.
real money off of it. Rap for me has always been, or not just rap, music period. When it comes to creating, always started from a place of release, a place of expression, just trying to get this shit off of me.
Absolutely, I understand exactly what you mean. I'm familiar with making a little bit of music myself, and that was my favorite part about rapping. It's just the expression and being able to express yourself like that.
Hmm.
Um, that's dope. What can you explain, like what kind of themes come through in your music?
The themes that come through in my music, um, pain for sure. Um, a little bit of motivation. I try to give a little truth, no consciousness,
Hmm.
and just that everyday struggle with just getting to it.
Word up. I think all of that comes out through I can't stop playing the What's Free freestyle. Yeah, and I hear all of that right in it. So that is pretty dope. Is that what you were thinking about when you came up with that?
Yeah, that was free freestyle, man. At the time, I was heavy, like just in my studies,
Hmm.
and they dropped that joint, and it was like the beat hit, and then Meek got the perfect chorus for that joint, and it was just like, yeah, I gotta get something on this because I just was like, as I said, I was in my studies, so I had something for it. I felt like.
Tight, tight. That's dope. So what are you working on now?
Right now, I have two projects in the works. One is the fourth installment to my mixtape series, Free Shit. This would be Free Shit 4. Well, actually, this is actually the fifth installment, honestly. I forgot I did a 2.5.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did a 2.5 actually to Jalil dropped a beat mixtape. He dropped
dope.
a 8 or a 10 track beat mixtape, and I did 8 of them songs. I did it at like 8 hours after he dropped it.
Fly.
Yeah, and it was like it's 8 songs. It's only 24 minutes long. It was like a week after Kobe died.
Uh,
Yeah.
Very digestible length of a project.
Hmm. And that
Out of
was
the
that was
game.
that was the Free Shit 3. That was the latest project that I've actually released on the platform.
Okay, dope.
But like I
Sweet.
said, so I'm working on Free Shit 4. That's more of just picking maybe a couple industry beats and just pop and fly on them. And then I have an EP I'm working on. We're gonna call that Universality. and I'm just trying to find out the exact direction I want to go with. Because like I said, I got pain music, got some conscious music, and I got just some motivation, everyday grind music, and universality kind of the goal was to kind of encompass all of that,
Okay.
So
Hey, people be on the lookout for new music from Drew Freeze working on that universality. Any plans or any idea on when it might be dropping?
I'm looking to have Free Ship 4 out within the next month.
Excellent. Yep. So
Uh,
we definitely keeping our ear to the street for that.
and the universality, I'm looking at the first quarter.
Sweet.
Looking at the first quarter, just trying to. I want to really do a rollout for that. I've yet to in my 11 years of rapping yet to do a real rollout.
Okay. Now's the perfect time, right?
For sure, for sure.
Excellent. Yeah, Making the Mag is definitely gonna be looking out for it. Going back to where you're from, what are some kind of misconceptions that people have about rappers from Chester and the Philly area?
Uh, I know one of the biggest knocks on the. I'm not gonna say just the Chester area, but the Philly area for sure is that we can't make songs.
Hmm. Does
Like we
that come
don't
from
make.
like the whole battle rap scene or what?
I don't. Well, I think it may have the conception or misconception may have came from the battle rap scene and being that that's our kind of like bread and butter.
Yeah.
But that's what we do the most. Like I might, especially at like around 2012, 2011, 2013, I might be on the block for 3, 4 hours.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And me and my homie Kill, we might be sitting there freestyling, battling each other for at least 3 hours. Just back and forth off the top of the head, coming at each other, calling each other all type of disrespectful names.
Sharpening them swords, yo. Sharpening
Just
them
sharpening the
swords.
swords up, you know what I mean? And it like it's just something that we do. It's just something that's kind of like ingrained in us. And so I think people kind of like because we're so good at that, it kind of might be a two-way street. People
Hmm.
people grasp to that and they don't really grasp to the songs. And
Right.
also we kind of tend to when we're creating, that's more of our creative process than them to say maybe somebody from the A where it's more about beat selection and it's not to say that people from the A don't rap and they don't have bars,
Right.
but our foundation is bars. That's probably the biggest thing. Our foundation is the actual lyrics, the words that you're getting. Where in other places, in other areas, the foundation is the music, and there's no. I don't think there's no right or wrong in that.
Okay. Well, dope. I mean, I've never felt that misconception at all about anyone from the area up there. My goat is Black Thought. Like,
Mm,
P5D, Philly Fit Dynasty. It's my dude right there. So I'm well aware of the spitting and how that spitting can be the foundation of, good records that people come out with from the area. So straight
hmm
up and down, I love that.
For sure, for sure.
What do you see in the future for Chester?
For Chester, man, I feel
As
like
far as hip hop, of
yeah,
course.
yeah, as far as that, I figured that. As far as hip hop goes in Chester, I feel like we got a rapper coming. I don't know. I'm not sure which one who's it going to be. I mean, 'cause it's a lot of dope people here, bro.
Hmm.
Especially that rap. Um, and I feel like those we have a rapper that's going to kick in the door. Right now, we got a rapper that's already kicking down doors and making a name for us. That's Novell Heist. I'm not sure if you tuned into the BET Award ciphers. I'm not sure if you watched them.
I do watch him, yeah.
All right, so last year he killed that joint last year. Novell
Okay.
Heist. You go check him out. That was actually his. I think it was his. I'm not sure if that was his second cipher, but I know it's his second time on BET. He was on BET back when 106 and Park was doing the battles.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he been moving. He's been moving. He's been kind of spearheading stuff, honestly, for the artists.
Tight.
On the like kind of making his way into the mainstream side for us. just as a rapper. Like I said, you know Jalil already kicked that door down. Then his little brother came in right behind him, the beat bully.
Nice. Mhm.
You know, the beat bully made that stay scheming beat.
Wait. What about? I might be mixed up. Who is Stay Scheming?
Ross and French Montana.
Okay,
Stay
yeah,
scheming. He
got it.
also made that if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if you ever heard Meek in the middle of the summer. Maybe not.
That one's not ringing the bell now.
All right, that's fine. But he was actually the beat bully Tone. He was actually signed to Young Money for a little minute. Yeah. So
Dope.
they like I said, they already kind of kicked the doors in for producers. And we just got to get trying to get one a rapper. And like I said, right now is the closest ones, in my opinion, is Novell Heist.
Okay. Any plans to try and get a collab with him or with
I'm definitely I'm up for it. You
Yeah.
know, man, I made a mistake. Just to be honest with you, tell you a story, man. So
Let's go.
when I actually I started rapping in 2008, the summer of 2008. I started writing raps. I put it that way.
Summer
I've
LA.
always rapped. Summer '08, I wrote a rap. The first rap was about we ended up getting into a fight with these another high school at senior week.
Hmm.
And my first rap was coming at them and talking about the situation and all of that. So then I ended up that was summer '08. We graduated '09. I was in South Dakota.
South Dakota. Was that for college or what? What are you? How do you
Fuck
end up
no,
in
it wasn't
South
for
Dakota?
college. Man, I was
All right,
chasing some
say
pussy, honestly. This
that gotta be
no
some
mistake.
cold. Anyway,
But yeah, so I ended up out there, and I ended up coming back home in 2011. When I came home, I felt like I was ready rapper wise to let the city know that I'm rapping.
okay.
So I started asking people who was the best rapper in the city. Chief had Lavelle Heights was going by Young Chief at the time. He had just did 106 in Park probably 6 months before that.
Hmm.
So I'm getting home and everybody telling me, yeah, Chief the best in the city. Chief the best in the city.
Okay.
So little I do, I
What'd
decided
you
this.
do, Drew?
I decided this. Bro, like I told you, man, it's just something that we do. I had no real beef with him. I
Right.
didn't even really know him like that.
Just
And
gotta.
I just, hey man, it was just looking back on it, it was dumb.
Mm,
It was dumb because it was like it really wasn't over nothing outside of just
I'm
trying
the
to make a
best.
name
Yeah.
for myself. I'm the best, and I'm trying to. Nobody really know I rap really, so I'm trying to
Right.
make my name off of you. You know what I mean? And he was hip to it. He wasn't even like, bro, you're not about to make a name off of me.
No, I mean, it is a playable strategy if it works.
You know what I'm saying? But
It
I
happens.
shut a door.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I kind of closed out that relationship. Now I kind of look crazy coming back. Like that's why I said I'm open to it, but I couldn't see myself like, yo, bro, I'm trying to get a track, knowing I
right.
did you.
Right. Yeah. Hey man, you live and you learn. You gotta go down a different path though. It seems like
Yeah.
you still got your head on your shoulders and know the
Mhm.
direction that you're taking. So don't look bad on that. And when he come to get you, diss him again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Nah,
joking.
it's all love. I actually would like to get a track in, but like I said, I just can't see myself put like we was in the same room together and we actually had a chance to have that conversation and actually talk and do all that. Then yeah, but until
Word.
then, it's, it's still all love though.
So have you ran into any artists on Making It Mag that you'd like to collab with?
For sure, man. I'm mad I missed out on that Shells opportunity, man.
Mm,
I'm really upset. Well, I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed that I didn't win. But I would definitely love to work with Shells.
shout out
Duka,
Shells.
Duka,
Shout
Duka
out
Fly,
Duka.
man. He's dope. And I feel like if I get linked up with the right singer, man,
Mm,
we going to like I mean they gonna do what they gonna do regardless. But I just feel like with the right singer, I got some dope R&B concepts and thoughts and stuff that we can make some good work.
Get with it. I'd love to
Bro.
hear that too. Any versatility, I'm always with. It ain't just about hip hop. Of course, we be all over the place here at Megan and Mag and a couple of other places too.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's dope. Anything else you want to really tell the people, or you want the people to know?
Hey man, I want the people to know that Drew Free's working, man. I've been I feel like I've taken enough time waiting for everything to be perfect, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm ready to just jump on out the window and just start releasing work and getting some
Mhm.
stuff out there, and then just letting the chips fall where they may.
Word up. That's what's up. Everybody, you heard it here. Drew Free's working. And
Mhm.
if you liking what's going on, tap in because, the
Definitely,
right
man.
collab.
Any artists, producers. I'm also looking for possibly a manager. I'm open. I'm workable. I'm still trying to learn the ins and outs of this, and you know, I got open ears for anything
That's what's up.
for
That's
sure.
what's up. As soon when you get that new music done, you're gonna be submitting to the music review.
For sure. I mean, I always submit to the music review. Shout out to Making It Mag, man. I really appreciate their platform, and I really feel like they have a dope, genuine platform. Because you come across a lot of these uh, promoters, I will, because they're not even real media outlets.
Hmm.
They're just like fake promoters that tell you, oh, come pay $5. We got an A&R from Atlantic in here. Get your music reviewed. And then
Right.
you play your music, and it's no real. It's really just a money grab. And you can kind of, not to say that Making It Mag doesn't charge for anything, but you can see that it's real genuine. It's not just a money grab. It's not just something that they're doing just to try to play on the hearts and the dreams of artists.
100%. Making the Mag does not charge for posts. Making the Mag does not charge to get your music heard.
Mhm.
That's one major thing, of course, that separates you from other outlets that you're talking about. And there's a bigger package built into what people are subscribing for. And
Mhm.
Kelby did a good thing when he started the membership because that I've seen I don't know how many artists just go from here to here like just
I actually signed up for the membership about a year and a half ago, and just going just the some of the conversations I was able to have while I was in the membership and get some of the game from Kelby and some of the other people that had, just on the business side of
mhm,
in the everyday, just, like one of the things me and Kelby talked about was the budget. And
yeah.
I've always heard people talk about, yo, you gotta have a budget, 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 you gotta have a budget. But it wasn't until I became a member that someone actually sat down and did a spreadsheet with me and went through the
Mhm.
budget for me. And I got to actually see how, you can really make this thing work.
Right. He did it on the one of the episodes of Artists and Shitty People. I think it was like episode 6 or something. They have a
Yeah,
podcast, him and Miss Primrose, and yeah, it was a really good conversation. So if it went anything like that, and that's the type of game that you got out of it, then I can already tell it was well deserved. So
for sure.
straight up and down. Where can the people find your music right now?
Right now, you can find my music on all major platforms. Anywhere that you could go to find Drake and Lil Baby and Lil Wayne and all of them, you could type in Drew Free. If you wanted to be, honestly, just because I'm not heavy in the algorithm, just type in Drew Free, free shit. Free shit is spelled FreeShyt. You can find me on Instagram at Drew Free with 3 E's. That's my music page. I also have a personal page you can follow me on. It's Drew. What's it? Drew underscore free underscore KME. That's KSD Made Entertainment. That's the media company we got.
Word
But
up.
yeah, man, like I said, I'm on all media platforms. I even have some older music you can tap into and find on SoundCloud, just so you can
Okay.
kind of see the growth in the production and everything.
Absolutely. Tap in people with Drew Free. He's an artist out here from Chester, Pennsylvania. Definitely doing his fucking thing. He's one of the next up from Chester. You heard it here first on Making the Mag. Thanks for popping in for the interview series, Drew. We're gonna be in
Hey
touch real
Frank, I
soon.
appreciate you, bro, man. Dope conversation with you, man. Tap in with me, man. We can have conversations about whatever, bro.
Most definitely. We'll be doing it more sooner. I'm gonna follow you up from my personals right now.
All right, bet.